Hello, pepperheads. We've got some Kangstar Lemon Starburst here. These were green, like this one here. They were all really green. And so I cut it off because, it was getting below freezing. And put them in my greenhouse where it stays warm to let them ripen in there on the branch. I've heard that they will not germinate. The seeds won't ripen with the pods. And they won't germinate when ripened this way. So I'm going to try and find out. I've read that that's the way it is, but I'm going to try it. So we're going to do an experiment and see if they ripen. We'll do a taste test, see if they taste like they're green still. I've heard that they don't mature in flavor. So we'll try all that out. Stay tuned, and we'll finish off the video there. All right, I figured out what I'm going to do. So here's the KSLS, the Kangstar Lemon Starburst. This was grown on the vine, like you saw on the branch. It was cut off. The branch was cut off green, and this was left to ripen. This one here is a Brazilian starfish. I found that on the ground green and ripened it right there on my shelf in the house. And it's nice and ripe looking now. And this one here is a 7-pot Primo or 7-pot bubblegum. I just pulled it out of the freezer. It's still probably frosty. It's thawing out pretty fast, but it's still frosty. And I am going to try and grow or germinate all 3 of these. So this one was ripened green on the shelf. This one was ripened green on the stem. And this one was ripened in the ground on the stem, but put in the freezer. So all of these may have, none of them maybe none of them will germinate. I don't know. We'll find out. But ripening them on the stem worked pretty nice. They've got some pretty nice peppers in there. We've got some chocolate 7-pot bubblegum, and some oh gosh, what's that one? The peach sugar rush, and more KSLS, and more Brazilian starfish, and some chocolate habaneros, and cherry bombs. And so anyway, nice little surprise there. So that worked pretty good. But anyway, stay tuned, and next will be whether or not these germinated. I expect, because this is a level of heat right here. So this one's the mildest, this one's the medium, that one's the hottest. And usually that's how they grow too. The mildest one will grow fastest, and so forth. So this one should germinate first. This one should germinate last. Theoretically, we'll find out.
Okay, hello. We got the results. I know I just said this like 2 seconds ago, but for me it's been a month. Brazilian starfish, which was green and ripened on the shelf right there. KSLS, Kangstar Lemon Starburst, which was ripened on the branch after it had been cut off, right before it froze. And 7-pot bubblegum, which was ripened on the plant, and then after it was ripe, picked and put in the freezer. So here's the results. We had about 20 seeds out of both the Brazilian starfish and the Kangstar Lemon Starburst, and about 15 out of the 7-pot bubblegum. And the Brazilian starfish, we got 1 to germinate. So 1. Which, a lot of people say you don't get any, so not real high numbers. We had 5 germinate out of the Kangstar Lemon Starburst. 1 has a seed head stuck on it, and the other one was on the edge and died. But we did get 5 germinate, 3 that are looking good right now. And none so far with the bubblegum, the one that went into the freezer. So we planted them November 1st. Today is the 29th of November. And it was about the 16th, so about halfway through a couple weeks, a little over a couple weeks, that both of these germinated. And I pulled the top off and kept them under the lights, and a couple more weeks, hoping that some would germinate from here. And maybe they still will. I'll keep the lid on it, and sometimes they take a little more than 4 weeks, especially for the really hot ones. And next time I try this, I'll try it again. I think what I should have done was used, in the same 3 scenarios, all the same pepper. That probably would have been a little bit more accurate of a test, because some peppers germinate better than others, But these were all fresh, grown this year, so the seeds weren't, a couple years old or anything. They were from this season. So I don't think the test was too far inaccurate, but anyway, there's the results. Kind of interesting to see. I've heard, you know, if you pick them green, you're never going to get any seeds germinate. You can get a few. You're not going to get, at least I didn't get 95% germination rate or anything, but we got some, so good to know. And information that maybe you can use and do whatever you want with. Thank you.